All right, everyone. Well, I want to thank everyone for taking the time to make it out here this afternoon. If you've been lying down in Shavasana, you can just hug your knees into your chest and just roll side to side for a moment. And then you can slowly roll your way and find your way into a seated position. And today's practice is just going to be a very gentle practice to help everyone just fall behind the noise in your mind. Come into a little more presence within your body. So we won't do anything crazy. I'm not going to turn anyone into a pretzel. We won't stand upside down on our heads. The most important part is that you're able to connect to your breath and connect to presence. So I just want to invite everyone to just bring their left hand to their stomach and place their right hand over their hearts. Close your eyes. And I just want you to start to feel that connection to your breath. Feel your breath against your left hand. And just notice any thoughts that come into your mind. Without judging them, just notice. Breathing presence into your body. And then breathing out any tension, any negativity. And now as you breathe, I invite you to bring your attention into your right hand. Starting to make that connection with your heartbeat. And can you just take a moment? I invite you all to smile. I know that might feel a little silly, but smile. It brings joy into your body. And just say thank you. Thank you to your heart for beating. Every day, without needing a reminder. And just starting to come into that deep gratitude for your body's ability to breathe, for your heart's ability to beat. Knowing that every heartbeat is God saying, I love you. Your body saying, I love you. And starting to sit in that energy of divine love. And as you breathe in, I want you to feel every breath in as a breath in of love. Feel it, fill your lungs and your heart. And then as you exhale, just release any negative energy, any negative thoughts. Because it's impossible not to think. The purpose of the breath and the meditation is to guide us and help us pay attention to the thoughts that serve us so that we can release the thoughts that don't. So as you come into your breath and you come into your body, just notice where your thoughts go. And if your mind starts to wander, I invite you to come into the affirmation. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, happy, loving, and harmonious. And you don't have to hold on to all those words, maybe just the one that felt it called you the most. Anytime your mind wanders, just come back to the affirmation. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, happy, loving, and harmonious. And just take a moment, observe how your body feels with those words. And again, I invite you all to smile. I know smiling feels a little bit silly, but if you've taken a class with me, you know I am a fan of joyful breathing. So bring joy into your body. And we're just going to reach our legs forward and shake them out. Because I know we've been sitting cross-legged for a minute. You can move your hips side to side. We're going to shake our legs out just a little bit. And then we're going to reach the arms up towards the sky. And just feel your lungs expand as you breathe in. And then we're just going to exhale. Press the palms down towards the earth and your chin in towards your chest. We're going to breathe in, reach up tall. Feel that connection to the inhale. And then as you exhale, can you connect to the peace at the end of your breath? Breathing in, can you feel the beginning of the breath as you draw it in? And exhale, just connect to the peace at the end of it. I invite you to close your eyes. Can you just connect to the fluidity of the breath, the fluidity of the movement, the fluidity of peace flowing through your body, allowing yourself to be here now. Falling behind the noise, falling behind the junk thoughts. Can you listen to the sound of the ocean as you breathe? Exhale. And this time we'll just reach that left arm out and bring that right arm over. I'm going to mirror you guys. Just coming in for a nice little lateral stretch, bringing your attention and your awareness in towards your body. And then we're going to exhale. You want to keep that hand in line with your hip and just reach that left arm over. And then once more, switching sides gently, keeping that left hand in line with the hip. And we're going to exhale. We're just going to tap the side of our knee or our shin, opening up those shoulders, reaching up, breathing in. So if you sit down a lot for work, or if you've been sitting down a lot while you're driving, this is really great for opening up those shoulders, easing and releasing that tension that tends to get trapped there. And just exhale. Allow yourself to just feel the flow of the breath and the movement, moving slowly through time and space. And then exhale. Let your eyes close if you feel comfortable with that. Breathing in and breathing out. And just take a moment, observe, does the right side feel a little different than the left? Starting to listen to the messages that your body is sending you. And then we'll bring it back up to the center, lengthen up. Feel that inhale as it nourishes your body. Gently point the toes, hinge forward at your hips, and you can let your hands rest on your feet or on the outsides of your legs, and just gaze down towards the knees. Let the eyes close here. Gently press your tongue to the roof of your mouth, softening your jaw, and we're just going to stay here 5 deep breaths. As you breathe, I invite you to imagine that your breath is a circle, and it's coming in through your nose, and it washes down the crown of your head like a peaceful wave, and it's filling your lungs from the bottom to the top. Can you feel the expansion while you're in this forward fold? And then as you exhale, release the breath through the front of the chest, out through your nose, feeling the peace at the end of the exhale. Just coming in to that rhythm. And then as you inhale, slowly, slowly roll up. And we're just going to bring our elbows down to the mat. This is called Matsyenasana, fish pose, right? We're at the beach, so we may as well. Point through those toes. Open your heart up towards the sky. Gently drop your head back. And I want you to imagine the sun kissing your skin while you're here. Imagine the sun is kissing your heart with golden, beautiful light, nourishing your body, sending loving, healing energy into your heart, and every heartbeat that nourishes your body, feeling that love radiate through your heart into every cell, every muscle fiber. And again, I invite y'all to smile, because the smile, the joy, it seals that energy of love, of peace, of tranquility into your body. Take a deep breath in through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Ha! Feeling the release in the exhale, breathing in the renewal, filling your body with that love. And then in the exhale, releasing anything that keeps you from that love. Then we're going to bring our gaze forward towards the ocean. Draw your knees up into about a 90-degree angle. This is called the modified boat pose. We're going to take a deep breath in, and then we're going to exhale, reach our toes towards the ocean. Breathing in, draw those knees in towards you, and then exhale. Right? Like we're flowing through the ocean. Inhale and exhale. Just a few more breaths here. Feeling that rhythm and that flow, because Navasana teaches us, it helps guide us and helps us navigate through those intense moments in life. Take another deep breath in. Then use your arms to see if you can propel yourself upwards and reach your hands forward. Beautiful. If that's difficult, you can always bring your toes down to the mat, allowing yourself to feel supported. Reach your fingers forward and just close your eyes. Connect to your body. You're strong. We're always stronger than we realize. Feel the breath. Feel the energy. Feel that heat in your core. And then exhale, reach your legs forward. Reach the arms back up overhead. Exhale, hinging forward at your hips and just relaxing your shoulders. Start to feel that energy as it's moving through your body, warming the body up. Slowly roll it back up one vertebra at a time. Bring your heels up towards the mat, and we're just gonna let the knees flow side to side. Again, if you sit down a lot or if you sat down during your drive to the island, this is really great for releasing tension. But let your eyes close. Just feel the fluidity of the breath, the fluidity of the movement. Can you just allow yourself to listen to the sounds around you, the ocean, the seagulls serenading us today, reminding us that we truly are here and now, present, alive in this moment. And then we'll reach those toes up towards the sky, grab gently behind your knees, remove the flesh from underneath your sit bones. And again, we're gonna breathe and open up our hearts up to the sky, open your throat up to the sky, and just take a moment to say, I love you. Imagine the sun gently kissing your throat, kissing your heart, and just say, I love you. And just take a moment, direct that I love you to you, filling your heart with love, taking a moment to show yourself kindness. And then exhale. If you had anything that made you say, no, don't say that, exhale that out. That doesn't live there. That doesn't need to live there. We're gonna breathe that love into our bodies. And again, just observe if you have any thoughts that are like, no, 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 no. On the exhale, I want you to exhale those no, 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 no thoughts out. That's what I tell my kids. We're gonna breathe in the love. And then we're just gonna exhale out the junk thoughts, right? Anything that keeps you from feeling your absolute divine worth, those are what I call junk thoughts. So breathe that love in and exhale, slowly round it back. Breathing in. Again, can you imagine filling your body finger to finger, toe to toe with love? Can you exhale out any energy, any thoughts that keep you from feeling or thinking that? One more. Deep breath in, feel that heart, feel that throat, fill with fearless communication. Exhale and release. We're gonna breathe and reach those heels towards the ocean, lengthen up, point through the toes, exhale, hinge forward one more time, coming into a forward fold. How does your body feel this time? Does it feel a little more awake, a little more alive? Does it start to feel a little bit easier to come into this forward fold? And then slowly roll it back up one vertebra at a time. Just take a moment, roll the shoulders back. And then roll the shoulders forward. And then we'll do one of my very favorite shoulder opening exercises, but it works two ways because we're gonna reach the arms out to the sides. If you've taken a class with me, you know what comes next. I want you to imagine just filling your heart with love and fill your body with that love. And we're gonna take another moment. We're gonna give ourselves a great big hug. We're gonna grab the opposite shoulder, tuck the chin to our chest, and we're just gonna say, I love you. I honor you. I appreciate you. And sit in that energy and take a moment and just say, I love you. I honor you. I appreciate you. In the exhale, let go of any thoughts that keep you from sitting in that energy. And then we're gonna reach out wide again. Smile, ladies and gentlemen, because smiling tricks your body into thinking it's happy, bringing those happy joy feelings in towards your body. And then grab the opposite shoulder, Tuck the chin to your chest, and can you direct that love to you? Directing loving kindness, right? We're always on the go, 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 but can you fall behind the noise and come into presence, come into peace, and then reach the arms out wide one more time. And can you just imagine sending love out to every person on this rooftop? Can we send that love out to each other, right? Send it out to your loved ones, and then send that love out into the world. Sending love out, and then being receptive to that love from each and every one of us, right? Breathing in and breathing out. We're gonna reach up tall once more. And just observe how your body feels here. Really reach up like you're gonna touch the sky. Exhale, let the arms float down, and we're just gonna come up onto all fours. Keep your knees into your hips and your hands into your shoulders. And we'll curl the toes and we'll lift the hips up towards the sky, coming into downward dog. You wanna shift the weight forward into your fingers and your palms, so that way you're not straining the wrists. And we're just gonna bend the knees back and forth. Opening up the calves, lower back. And just feel that your legs flow as you bend them. And then lift your hips up towards the sky. Just pause. 3 deep breaths here. This is all you have to do. Just allow yourself to breathe. And then exhale. Walk your feet towards your hands. You can put a little bend in your knees. Bring your hands to your shins. Breathing in, looking towards the ocean. Exhale, rounding deep. Feel the shoulders, feel the neck opening up. This practice today is just designed to bring a little more peace, a little more tranquility. We're not going to do anything crazy. Every movement is an act of loving kindness towards yourself. And then slowly just release the arms. Restack the vertebra one at a time. Roll the shoulders back 3 times. And then gently roll the shoulders forward. And then we're going to bring the arms up overhead from the side. Feel yourself firmly grounded into the mat, grounded into the earth. Interlace the fingers, release the index fingers, and just close your eyes and pause. I want you to feel your heels, the soles, the sides of your feet grounded. Feel your fingertips reaching. Can you feel the breeze against your skin? Can you allow that absolute presence to flow in your body? Rock that weight back into your heels. Feel your legs engage. Feel your spine lengthen. Every part of your body connected, rooted to the ground. Take another deep breath in, and then again, I'm going to mirror you guys. We're going to shift our hips over to the right as we reach over to the left. Just coming in for a half moon pose, or what I like to say looks like half a smile. And then we're going to reach it up, come back up to the center, shift your hips over to the right, and then reach over to the left. And just take a moment. Notice the difference on each side of your body. Does one side feel tighter than the other? Bring it back, lengthen up a little taller, and then again, we're just going to switch over to the other side. How does your body feel here? Does it feel the same or a little more open? Exhale back to the center, lengthen up, feel that inhale fuel you. Exhale. And then bring it back to the center, rock the weight back into your heels, press your hips forward, feel your legs engage, squeeze through the glutes, lengthen up, and then we're just gonna reach behind us for a little back bend, opening up the chest, the heart, the throat. Feel that breath as it flows, and let the exhale bring you back up to the center, soften through your knees, just hinge forward at your hips with a nice flat back. And then you can bring your fingertips down to the mat, bend the knees back and forth. Just shake your head out, yes, no. Imagine you've got letters of negative thoughts, any old negative thought patterns. Just imagine them falling out of your head into the mat, into the earth, far away from you. And then we're slowly going to restock the vertebra one at a time. No rush. Just like your spine is a valuable string of pearls. Roll the shoulders back 3 times. And then gently roll the shoulders forward. And we're going to separate our knees across the mat. And we're just going to bring our hands to the tops of our knees. And we're going to breathe in and we're going to look forward. And then we're just going to exhale. And I want you to exhale all that air out. And I want you to just feel your abs like tight as a drum. And then again, we're just going to inhale, look forward. And then exhale. Just release all that old stale air out. One more deep breath in. And then exhale. Just coming into Uddiyana Bandha. Exhale all that air. Inhale, making space for fresh air, fresh energy to flow through your body. Exhale one more time. Feel those abs. Feel your core engaged. And then inhale, looking forward. And we'll splay our feet out to the side just a little bit. And we're just going to come into a gentle side to side. Feel those inner thighs start to open up. And then we can go a little bit deeper if you feel comfortable with that. And then we'll start to bring our arms into it. Feel your arms flow. Allow yourself to feel the flow of this moment. Beautiful. Can you close your eyes? Can you trust your body, your balance, your breath? Feeling the magic in this moment, the breeze, the sounds, your body. Beautiful. And then we'll bring our feet forward and just bring that back leg to meet the right, lengthening up into mountain pose. And just feeling grounded, tall, strong in this pose. Can you feel your feet grounded? Rock the weight back. And again, just close your eyes. Can you fall behind the noise? Where are your thoughts going? Right here, right now. Where is your mind? Are you thinking about what happened yesterday or what you have to do after class? Can you allow yourself to just come back to this moment? Can you allow that presence to flow into your fingertips? Can you press your hands into prayer pose and bring them into your heart center? Can you just give yourself another moment to affirm? Come back to the affirmation. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, happy, loving, and harmonious. And just observe where your thoughts go when you hear those words. And in the exhales, again, I invite you to just exhale out those junk thoughts that keep you from believing those words as truth. Bring that right foot forward and your left foot back. We're just going to lengthen up. Again, feeling yourself grounded. Just pause. At the top of the inhale, tuck your chin into your chest, and then as you exhale, slowly round down. If you need to, you can bend your knee as much as you need to so you can bring your fingertips down to the floor. The beautiful thing about yoga is there's no ego, there's no competition. It's just breathing. The movements, the asanas, these are just tools to get us out of our head, out of those thousands and thousands of thoughts that are usually just repetitive thoughts from the day before and the day before. So as you exhale, that's why I invite you to exhale those junk thoughts out and breathe in the words that bring your mind and body to life. And fill your cells with those words that fuel you. On the next exhale, just bring that back leg to meet the front, and we'll just switch sides. Keep that front knee bent, chin to your chest, and just breathe. Where does your mind go? This is the hard part, right? It's just noticing where your thoughts go and reining them back in. Can you send love to those tight spaces if you feel like you've got tight hamstrings, tight calves, tight shoulders? Can you just imagine a white light of healing energy going into those tight spaces? And can you just say, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. And then slowly bring your hands back together. We'll roll up one vertebra at a time. We'll open up to the side, coming in to goddess pose. And we're just gonna exhale, do a little squat down. Try to bring the elbows down to the tops of your knees. Breathing and reaching up. Feel yourself grounded, tall, powerful. Exhale. We'll do just a few more deep breaths here. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in strength and then releasing and exhaling negativity. Beautiful. Breathing in and just breathing out. Breathing in the peace, breathing out the past. Allowing presence to flow. Exhale. Then we're just going to bring that right foot in. You can bring your left foot forward just so long as you are gazing towards the ocean. And we're just going to come into a warrior one. Reaching your fingers up to the sky. We're going to breathe in, renewal, and then we're going to exhale out. I just want you to imagine you're throwing out trash. So you're going to breathe in, renewal, and then you'll breathe out the trash. Breathing in that loving energy, tossing out the negative. 2 more breaths just like that. Breathe in. Look at that beautiful ocean. Every rolling wave is brand new. Just like every inhale that you take is brand new. Breathing in, reach that back leg forward, and then we're just going to switch. Exhale. Moving, flowing, breathing, just like the ocean does. It doesn't get stuck, and it doesn't worry if its next wave is going to be perfect, if it's going to be pretty. It flows, it moves in grace, in beauty, just like you. Allowing yourself to move, to flow, to breathe in this moment, the beauty, the magic, and the wonder that is you. One more deep breath in, exhale, all of it out. Breathe in one more time, and coming right back into goddess pose. Reaching up, breathing in, and exhale. One more deep breath in, exhale, and release. Last one here. And then again, we're just gonna flow. See how your body feels this time. Does it feel a little looser? Does it feel a little better? Or does it feel the same? Starting to bring that attention and that awareness more deeply within your body. Can you go a little deeper in the stretch? Can you feel the rhythm and the flow of the ocean and your body? Beautiful. And then when you're ready, we'll bring that back foot to meet the front foot, coming back to Tadasana. And just take a moment, feel your heartbeat, feel your breath, feel yourself grounded, supported, loved by Mother Earth. Knowing that every rolling wave is just saying I love you, the same way your heartbeat does. Can you take a deep breath in? Can you breathe that I love you in? And can you exhale and just throw out to the back anything that keeps you from breathing and feeling that I love you? Breathing in, I love you. And it's almost like you're tossing out the trash. You're tossing out those junk thoughts. Breathing love into your body. And exhaling out anything that keeps love from living in your body. Breathing love in and exhaling out the junk. We'll do 2 more breaths just like that. Breathe that love. Feel it, fill your body, finger to finger, toe to toe. Pause just a second. I know it feels silly, but I want y'all to smile. Breathe that love in, and now we're gonna get up a little bit taller. We're gonna come up tall onto those toes. Can you feel your entire body come to life? Breathing that love in, and now we're slowly gonna lower our heels down to the mat. Very intentionally toss that trash out. Again, moving your body with intention, breathing that love in. Can you smile as you come up onto your toes? Feel that joy, feel your body. And then exhale, throw the trash out. One more deep breath in, just like that. And then exhale, throw out the trash. And then we'll breathe that love into your body. And then exhale, we're gonna swan dive forward. Can you imagine just sending love out to everyone in this class, out to everyone that you want to send some love to? And then just shake your head out. Yes, no. Let the residual negative thoughts just fall out of your mind here. And just hang out here. 3 deep breaths. On the next exhale, gently bring your left leg back and let it gently drop down behind you. And we're just gonna come forward. We'll bring the arms back up overhead. You should feel a nice deep stretch in that hip flexor. And I invite you to just close your eyes again. Can you get lost in the sound of presence? Can you hear the ocean? Maybe hear some people giggling in the background, usually some kids, right? They're just joyful in the moment. Can you allow yourself to just be completely joyful in this moment? And then we're just gonna exhale. We'll bring our hands to the inside of that right foot. Should feel a nice deep stretch in the hip. If you wanna go a little bit deeper, you can bring your forearms down to the floor. Just depends on how deep you can go. Listen to your body. Honor your body as you practice. Never forcing our bodies, but honoring our bodies through the practice. Maintaining the steadiness of your breath. And then again, we're just gonna reach the arms back up to the sky. Breathing in. And then we're gonna exhale and just sit back, opening up that back leg. Then again, we'll reach up, breathing in. And exhale. If you feel comfortable, you can sit back on that heel. Just opening up the hamstrings. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sitting it back. We'll do one more deep breath in. And then exhale. This time pause. See if you can reach your hands forward. Really getting into those hamstrings. Again, close your eyes and just observe your body while you're here. We're gonna breathe in, bring it forward. And then we'll just curl the back toes. Straighten that front leg and see if you can bring your forehead to the knee without forcing your body. Just observe where your body's at today. On the next exhale, you'll bring that back leg forward and then again, very gently drop your knee back down. Just taking your time with gentle, loving movements. And then bring those hands to the inside of your left leg. You're mirroring me. And our hips are the powerhouse of our emotions. So if you do feel tension, if you do feel tightness, I invite you close your eyes. Send love into that tightness. In the exhale, what can you release? Can you imagine that white light of healing, loving energy flowing in and through your body? And then exhale out the stress, the worries, the negativity. And then we'll reach our hands back up to the sky. Feel that hip flexor opening up. Can you close your eyes and again just say, I love you. We say I love you a lot, but because we're always running on to the next thing, and how often do you just stop to say I love you to you? And then again, exhale. We're just gonna sit back if that's comfortable. If it's not, you can sit out of it and just come into just a regular forward fold. Inhale, flowing the arms up. And then exhale. And you'll notice one side might feel a little bit different than the other. Breathing it in, connecting to flow, and then breathing it out. Beautiful. One last time. And exhale. And here we're just going to pause again. Let the eyes close. Where is your body? Where is your breath? On the next inhale, we'll come forward. Curl the back toes. You can come up onto your fingertips and then gently straighten that right leg or that front leg forward. Soften the front leg. Exhale, bring that back leg to meet the right. And we're just going to bend the knees back and forth. You can slightly bring your fingertips forward, come up onto your heels. Come up onto your toes, lifting your heels up off the mat as you inhale. As we exhale, we're just going to slowly bring our bum down to our heels, coming into Sukhasana. Bring your hands forward, press your belly button to your spine. Steady with your breath here. Beautiful. Exhale, you can bring your hands down to the sides and we can find our way into sitting cross-legged. Bring your hands to the tops of your knees, lengthen up through your spine, and then we're just going to make 5 circles over to the right. And again, you can let your eyes close. Feel the fluidity of the movement. This is all you have to do right here, right now. And then pause at the center, and then gently rotate in the opposite direction. And then pause at the center, slowly, slowly roll it back up. And then we'll bring our heels back onto the mat for reverse cat and cow. We've been here before, but I want to invite you all to just take a moment and observe how your body feels. If it feels a little bit better this time, gently grab behind the thighs, open up the heart, bring that sunlight back into your heart, back into your throat, filling your body with love. And then exhale, just round and release. Inhale, breathing that absolute love into your body. And then exhaling out any negativity. We'll take one more deep breath in. And then exhale, release. And then find your way all the way down to the mat. Give yourself a nice big hug. Take a moment. Thank your body for bringing you to practice today. You can roll side to side like you're giving your lower back a nice little massage. We'll make 5 little circles to the right. Again, it's just like you're giving your liver and your kidneys a nice little massage here. And then we'll make 5 circles over to the left. And then give yourself a big hug. Thank your beautiful body for bringing you here today. Let your feet press into the mat. Let the arms come out wide to the side, and then just let your knees fall side to side. Draw your knees back into your chest. Take another moment to honor and thank your body. As you exhale, extend your legs forward for your final resting Shavasana. Allow the heels to touch, the toes to flare out. Bring the palms at your sides with your hands facing up towards the sky. I invite you all to stay lying down in Shavasana. I'm slowly going to sit up. But I invite you all to stay in Shavasana and bring your left hand to your stomach and place your right hand over your heart again. Coming back to where we started, feeling your breath, connecting to the rise and the fall of your belly. Thanking your body. And I want to invite you all to imagine that you're standing on the beach right now. And I want you to imagine any word or anything that you feel like you've been holding on to. And I want you to imagine that you're writing that into the sand. And whatever you're ready to let go of, I want you to see yourself taking your finger. Can you feel your finger writing that word or those words into the sand? Then I want you to take a look at whatever you're ready to let go of as you've written it in the sand. And I want you to see yourself stepping away from it. And I want you to watch the ocean as it slowly starts to wash over that word or those words, because they're slowly erasing that word from your mind, from your body. And as you breathe, I want to invite you all to come back to the affirmation. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, happy, loving, and harmonious. And I want you all to feel those words sinking deeply into your cells, into your muscle fibers, into your bones, finger to finger, toe to toe, following you every breath and every step that you take, blessing your feet, your legs, your hips, your spine, blessing your shoulders, your arms, your hands, and your fingers. Blessing your neck and your head, your forehead, eyebrows, eyes, cheeks, mouth, tongue, and jaw. As you allow your entire body to restore and revitalize and come back to your body's natural state of joy and tranquility.